Do you ever miss Syria?
What I see in Syria in my eyes, what I want to miss from Syria. The people die from the street, what I want to miss from Syria. The snipers on the street, what I want to miss from Syria. I see a lot of things over there. I see my neighborhood, like the houses in the floor from the bomb. I cannot explain it to you. You have to feel it from inside your heart, this thing. But New York City, that's the life right here. New York City like a home. New York City safe.
It was a subway attack that shocked the nation.
Gunfire hitting 10 people.
Smoke grenades. Fired at least 33 times.
A manhunt is underway for the gunman.
Still are yet to track him down.
Almost 24 hours.
A manhunt continues in New York.
We need the public's assistance with additional information.
Searching for Frank James.
It would be 30 hours until he was caught.
New Yorkers helped authorities.
We're helping police catch the suspected gunman in the subway mass shooting in Brooklyn.
Call the police. Yo, this is the guy who killed the 7 people from the Brooklyn. We have to catch him today.
Now that's what I'm talking about. What? That's what I'm talking about, Zach. Everyone should be cheering names. Zach, 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 Zach. Yeah! He's our hero. We're keeping him.
I'm born in Brooklyn. I left when I was 1 year old, but I'm American citizen. I grew up in Syria, in Aleppo, and I went to Turkey, Istanbul when I was like 14 years old. I came here 2018. I don't have family here in USA because my family is not American citizen. I'm here by myself.
I'm illegal in this country, like a lot of people are. I came here when I was 15 years old from Mexico. I came to get a better life, not just to live here, but to support this country one way or the other. I work at the hardware store, which they call the Safety Hardware, which is located in East Village. My mom and dad, they're in Mexico. It's been 22 years. It's like trying to visualize their face, and then you cannot bring the face to you because it's been so many years. You forget them.
I'm on a student visa over here. I'm originally from Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon. The last time I saw my family was 3 years ago. Came here to the States to complete my studies and get my master's degree.
Basically, that day was a normal day. I was coming to work.
Well, it's funny because it was a regular day.
That day, we were upgrading the system cameras at the store.
So we were installing for them the security system, cameras, access controls, network. Our company do all of this stuff.
We finished inside and we went outside.
Me, Zach, and the manager, Francisco, we were outside talking about some work.
Thinking where we want to put the position for the cameras actually. And the guy, he was walking, the danger guy we was talking about, he was eating from McDonald's.
When I looked at this guy, his face looks familiar. I was shocked because he didn't recognize me. I didn't recognize him, but I know he's familiar from somewhere. I started brainstorming, well, where do I know this guy from? I started looking to the guys with me. They have the same look.
I recognize him. This is Frank James. It's him.
When we saw the picture on my phone and we made sure that 100% that's the guy, a police car stopped by a red light. We went directly to the car, tell them about him.
This is the guy he shot in the subway. This is the guy.
Like, where is the guy? I told him like 1 block away. Follow me. And we followed him and we tried to get the people back until the cops came out of the car. They directly handcuffed him, took his weapons, and put him in the police car.
A week after the largest mass shooting in the history of New York City's subway, the police officers and the everyday people who stepped up to help others are being honored.
After the incident happened, we got a lot of media attention, and that's honestly, it has its advantages and disadvantages. We got rewarded by the government and by the city of New York, by the mayor Eric Adams. He gave us some proclamations and some amount of money.
It's just money, okay? What I really want is to fix my immigration status, to have papers, you know. I'm here in this country many years, been paying all my taxes, being someone good in this country, and seeing like nothing is happening.
Cooperation was obviously commendable, and every resident of New York City has that obligation to help give assistance to law enforcement. But sometimes when you're dealing with people outside the US, there is a completely different understanding of what cooperation means. They fear for their safety because they feel maybe this would end up, if the person's undocumented, for example, this could lead to me being, deported.
After everything happened, was everything worrying, you know. And my wife, he was telling me like, hey, I think whatever you did is not right because they're gonna become behind us. I was all over the news, social media. That makes me worry more.
Anyone who has entered illegally is subject to deportation.
The migrant crisis in New York City is escalating.
Reward people for breaking the law, you get more lawbreakers.
Nobody has a right to immigrate to this country.
Every time I step my house, I have to look also around me, who's behind me, who's in front of me, you know.
What I did was the right decision, the right thing to do. I wasn't expecting any money in return. Now, my main concern is my safety and the safety of my family.
The incident that happened with Muhammad and Zach opened up a possibility of relief or a claim under political asylum because there is some concern for Muhammad's safety and life if he goes back to Lebanon.
Back in Lebanon, the situation is a little different, and a lot of people hate the United States. They have people that are against their policies, and they think what I did is like you're a rat or something. But what I did is against their beliefs. They might take it personal and try to hurt my family.
I'm working here hard to try to bring my family to here because it's dangerous for my family. Like, this is not a joke. Like, this is something like my name everywhere where I go, and everybody know me in Arabic country now.
The American government, if they would give me some papers or a citizenship or a green card, that would help me to move between here and Lebanon and maybe get my family over here.
Going back to September 11, there was a time a lot of Muslims felt like they had to defend themselves and the community. When there's an act of terror or a violent tragedy, the first reaction, and sadly so, that innocent Middle Easterners and Muslims would say is, I hope it's not one of us. I hope it's the guy's name is not Muhammad. In this case, it was actually one of the community that helped catch the shooter. They broke that stereotype for us in the community.
In this country, a lot of people, they don't know about Islam. They don't know about Muslim people. They think about us like in a different way. The moral of our religion, the heart of our religion is to help people. Our Prophet ﷺ told us, if you see something wrong, like you should do the least bare minimum to prevent it from happening. That's how my parents raised me. That's who I am.
We have to make sure that this country does not lose the soul of being the country that welcomes immigrants. We should give credit to immigrants for what they do to make it a better country.
What makes a person a hero? Everybody could be a hero. A hero is not like a superpower or something. When you are good to the people around you, the people around you makes you a hero. There is no one that can make himself a hero. Like I don't say I'm a hero.
I remember that day when I was arriving home, and my little kid, it's 9, and he just ran. He's like, "Give me a hug, hero." You see, so I'm his hero. I'm his everything. At this point, nothing has changed. I'm still in the same place. On the coming days, it will be the same thing. Basically, if I don't have no papers, I cannot do anything. I cannot travel. I cannot go nowhere. As soon as I get older, maybe I won't do the same job that I do. I won't be efficient at the work. And of course, company won't be happy. What's gonna happen? I don't have no papers. So they're gonna kick me out, right?
Living over here without having the citizenship, some people would look at you in a different way, in a superior way, because you're not a citizen. I would give my everything to this country. I hope that the United States government will help me.
I'm here by myself. My family cannot come with me because my family is not American citizen. Of course, I feel alone, and everybody needs somebody like family be next there. Good to have family, you know, for the future. When you wanna get married, for your kids, to see, like, you know, to make big family and live here in New York City.